Hi, I'm Robert Proctor with MultiSoft Corporation, and today I'm here with Garvin Deshazer with the Sheffield Group. Garvin, I want to thank you for taking some time today to speak with me. So, what is it that you do with the Sheffield Group that we then have to work together with that is the most critical key component with launching a network marketing, multi-level marketing company?
You know, Robert, the thing about a network marketing company is, in today's world, it's living in a dynamic environment. It's not your father's Oldsmobile anymore. Today, a network marketing company has to be responsive to consumer demand. It has to speak directly to the consumer. And the role of the distributor is not so much going out and telling people what they need to do in order to make money as they used to. There's still a little bit of that, but in today's world, it's about really driving demand at the consumer level, and that demand then supports a financial opportunity for people to be a part of the distribution organization. And so what we do at the Sheffield Group, and what I do specifically, is develop compensation plans that facilitate that communication of the product benefits, the unique benefits that this product, whatever it is, it could be a tangible product, it could be a product that is a service or even information, but it offers the user something that is a benefit that they need and want and are willing to pay for, and that drives the entire system, and it certainly provides the opportunity for people to make money from that experience.
Okay, I appreciate that answer. Now I'm going to ask you what might be a little bit tougher question, because I know you guys consult with a lot of different companies. Services, products, US-based, world-based. How do you take a new company and design a compensation plan that's unique to that company that wasn't what the last company just got? Because you can't just cookie cutter these compensation plans, otherwise there's no value in it. How do you do something different for the latest company that wasn't for the previous company?
You know, you could ask the same question if you were to go down the street to a custom baker and say to them, I know you make chocolate cakes or vanilla cakes for lots of different people. How can you make sure that mine, which still uses flour and eggs and sugar, is different than the one that you made for my neighbor? That's the same thing that we're doing here. The first thing that we do is we start by understanding the client that we're working with. We want to understand who is their target market. We want to understand what are the needs of their distributors, what are the price points, what are the margins that we're working with. We take all this information, and we ask a lot of questions. We take all this information, we bring it together, and in that process, the compensation plan begins to evolve. It begins to reveal itself. We understand the basics of compensation plans, but what we're really doing here is custom tailoring this to mix metaphors. We're creating something that is very targeted to drive the results that we're looking for. You see, a compensation plan is not about compensation. A compensation plan is first and foremost about driving certain kinds of behavior that are going to result in success for the distributor and success for the company. And in doing that, we always have to keep in mind, how are we going to translate this through software?
Exactly.
How are we going to make that whole process work? And so you and I end up on the phone a lot of times having lengthy discussions about details of this and how do we make them work. And yet ultimately the result is what is going to drive that distributor to communicate with the customer in such a way that the customer sees the value in the product and wants to buy it.
Got it. That's some great value information. I hope the audience is going to get some value out of that. What would you like to ask me?
You know,
would provide the audience some value.
Absolutely. You know, the thing about software, and this is something that I always think about when I'm calling you up on the phone or you're calling me, is how is it we build that bridge between the concepts, the emphasis that's developed in the compensation plan, and something that is executable, something that can be presented with a positive user experience. And I know that's your commitment as well, and so my question to you is, what kinds of things are you doing in this dynamic environment in the world today to make sure that you stay on the leading edge of that?
Okay, so that's a good question. So obviously, the number one thing that we do together is discovery. We spend more time in discovery to make sure we understand what the compensation plan needs to do, how it's going to recognize, reward, and incentivize those distributors. But from a software standpoint, what are we changing that's going to help distributors? Probably the number one thing that we're doing from a compensation plan side is rank advancement. Is a rank advancement module and dashboards. When a distributor logs into the back office, they want to know some quick things. They want to know, what are my sales? How many customers do I have? How many distributors do I have? And most importantly, how much have I made? The biggest challenge in our industry is a distributor joins and they went out and they did a lot of work and they recruited people and they made some sales and they got some customers and they log into into the back office of our software and they think their check is supposed to be $127. They think they were supposed to hit the rank of silver or gold. Lo and behold, they're still only a bronze. Our software has to tell them not only what their current rank is, what the next ranks are, and what they did to achieve those, or more importantly, to help out customer service, what they didn't do to achieve those.
How they can get there.
And then how they can get there. It might be, you have to have $100 in personal volume, personal sales. Maybe they only had $98. We have to show in real time. And that's the other thing is the software has to be in real time. Used to be a time, you and I remember this, it could be updated once a week. It didn't matter. Well, now it's got to be real time. So in real time, a distributor's got to log in and go, okay, I've got this much in sales and this much in customers and this much in distributors and this much in organization. Oh, I'm missing this. What do I have to do to get that? So we show them exactly what they're missing. So it does two things. One, it gives those distributors the motivation to meet those next levels. We also have and the second thing it does is it helps the customer service team. So when they call customer service at our company and say, why didn't I rank up? Well, our CSR team already knows why they didn't. They don't have to do a lot of research. It also, all of these things feed leaderboards in our system, which, let's face it, we're in sales. Network marketing is about sales. It's about customers and products and value. But from the distributor standpoint, it's about, I want to be a leader. I want my name in lights. We all want to hear our name in lights. You can say, oh, ego's not important. I don't need my name. Inside.
No, that's not in this industry.
No, not in this industry. Inside, we all want to see our name in lights. We all have that ego. We have leaderboards that take everything that you've designed for us, that we've put into the comp plan, that then determines the ranks. And in real time now, we're showing who the leaders are. Leaders by how much they've sold, how many people they've brought in, how much they've made. We don't show how much they've made. We can also take the technology of where are my distributors located? Where are my top distributors located? Where are my distributors that aren't making a lot of money located, so I can go work with those distributors and help motivate them. It also helps build, and there's a lot of things that what you guys do helps us. It also helps build the genealogy. And in the genealogy, we can show to everybody what you need so that they can help you out. So there's a lot of things that we take from this 10 or 15 page document and turn into technology this real time that shows distributors and helps them what they need to do.
So one other question, and that is back to the issue of consumer leading, consumer demand leading the industry here. What are you doing to innovate in the area of driving things from the consumer standpoint at a software level? So
probably the biggest thing that we've implemented in the last few years is multiple domains. So a client can have a website that is just product driven. In fact, we have some clients, they've got maybe 10, 15, 20 products. It's hard for distributors to market 10 or 15 or 20 products. Our clients can have one domain that markets all of their products only for consumers, doesn't talk about the opportunity, or they can also, and we've got a lot of clients doing this, they can have one website that just has one product. It's in one central system, but I have abc.com that shows all my products, and then I have xyz.com that just has one product. And the best thing is, in my opinion, is teach a distributor, find that one product that they love, market that one product, drive traffic to that one website just with that one product. Because if I go to a website like Amazon, there's so much noise.
Yes.
What do you buy? I mean, if you go, you don't go to the homepage of Amazon and go, okay, I'm here to buy, I don't know what, because there's so much noise. So what we're trying to do with software these days with multiple domains is reduce the noise factor, as well as the multiple domain system allows. Used to be a time that we would lead with the opportunity, make money, get the watch, get the big car, get the big house. Those days have changed. Amazon and Shopify and all these these new websites have become consumer focused, hyper consumer focused. So with the multi-domains, they can have one website about the opportunity, another website just for consumers, because let's face it, if you send me to your opportunity website and I'm interested in a product and I see there's an opportunity, even though we're best friends, Garvin, I'm probably going to leave.
Yep.
Okay. You got about 3 or 4 seconds. Oh, that's another one of those MLM schemes.
That's right. Yeah.
So you're losing 90% of your people, which is why we introduced this. So we're trying to, with this new model, obtain customers, acquire customers, and then convert customers to distributors.
In those sites, an individual product site, you're leading with a benefit. You're
Right.
speaking to a need that you know that the other person on the other end of that, however many gazillion miles of cloud interface, has a need, and you want to make sure that that particular site speaks to their need in a compelling way and shows them the reason why this is the product that they want to buy to solve that need. Once they've done that, then we create a relationship with them.
Yep.
And then that process begins to build into what we now know as the current day network marketing
And then we move on to things like, and I won't bore everyone with things like loyalty rewards and those kind of things. So,
Yeah,
Garvin, I
exactly.
appreciate your time today. I hope
Thank
the
you.
audience got some value from this.
You bet.
All right, thank you very much.